Hello. Today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026. Here is your daily signal. According to Fortune, Donald Trump has announced plans to sign a deal with Iran to reopen the critical Strait of Hormuz this Sunday amidst G7 discussions about launching coordinated demining operations. The Strait of Hormuz remains a vital maritime corridor, handling approximately 20% of global oil shipments, and recent U.S.-Iran tensions have substantially disrupted commercial traffic, raising insurance premiums and heightening global energy volatility. Trump confirmed that Iran will not receive direct payments from the agreement, a sticking point resolved through negotiations mediated by Pakistan, while Britain and France signaled readiness at the G7 summit to lead demining once hostilities subside. If finalized, the deal could quickly restore oil flows and ease shipping risks as G7-supported demining efforts commence, but lingering diplomatic hurdles could prolong instability while a lasting accord might foster broader regional cooperation on maritime security. Switching to tech, Fortune reports that OpenAI was hit with a multi-state probe into potential user harm just days after confidentially filing for its eagerly anticipated IPO. OpenAI, led by CEO Sam Altman, faces intense scrutiny from a coalition of U.S. state attorneys general, including New York's Letitia James, who issued subpoenas seeking documents related to the safety of ChatGPT for children and vulnerable adults. The probe's timing coincides with surging tech IPO activity and renewed concerns around privacy and data use, especially with generative AI tools impacting vulnerable groups. On June 13, 2026, OpenAI affirmed it will respond constructively to the investigation and emphasized its dedication to responsible AI practices even as the ongoing legal actions could delay its public offering, spur new regulatory requirements across the industry, and shift investor sentiment towards caution within the broader tech IPO landscape. Turning to programming trends, a recent Hacker News discussion highlights the ongoing technical challenges and slow commercial adoption of Rust-based user interfaces. Despite Rust's rise in system-level programming since its introduction by Mozilla in 2015, developers continue to struggle building cross-platform GUI, as Rust lacks mature frameworks relative to Qt and Electron. Projects like Daxus and Iced have made notable progress in developer ergonomics and cross-platform support, with contributors like Austin Morrill and Steve Klabnik active in experimentation, yet users report persistent difficulty with async input handling and state synchronization. Commercial use of Rust UI tools is mostly confined to experimental or open-source efforts, including pilot projects at Dropbox and Cloudflare, and unless developer communities overcome integration challenges, adoption may remain niche, though a breakthrough could expand Rust's reach into desktop and cross-platform app markets beyond backend and systems programming. Now, onto the markets. European international equities saw mixed moves, with gains in France up 0.85% and Spain climbing 0.96%, while Germany and Netherlands slipped, Germany led by EWG down 0.17%. Italy posted notable strength as EWI rose 1.42% and Belgium declined 0.48%. Australia rose 8.14%, marking the top gainer in the region, while Netherlands fell 1.36%. Among Asian markets, China large cap dropped 1.57% with FXI leading the decline, whereas India advanced 0.30%. Taiwan suffered a steep 2.43% drop, and Singapore gained 1.52%, the strongest in Asia. Commodities displayed varied performance. Platinum surged 2.24%, making PPLT the day's top gainer, while U.S. oil tumbled 4.74% and agriculture inched higher by 1.06%. Copper slipped 0.25%, but carbon and natural gas both made gains. Among U.S. sectors, semiconductors dropped sharply by 5.92%, led by stocks, while financials gained 1.47% and real estate rose 0.24%. Healthcare and SP 500 were almost flat, while clean energy fell by 2.91%. On the leaderboard, Beta soared over 235% for the biggest gain, while MIPSWA was the top loser, shrinking by nearly 67%. That's it for today. You can find more news and details on our website. Goodbye.